right, happy Friday. Thank you all so much for joining me for a 60-minute yoga class. We're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutes to warm up our body, and then we'll hop into 26 and 2 yoga, 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises. If at any point during class something doesn't feel right for your body, remember that you can modify. You can do something else or you can skip it entirely. Yoga can occasionally be challenging, and that's okay, but we're never going to a point of pain or a point where we could cause harm to ourselves or others. For the sun salutes, come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together. I'm going to stand back a bit and show you in periphery. Take a moment here with your arms down by your side, standing nice and tall. Feel your feet firmly rooted into the floor as you start to arrive in your yoga mat in real time, in real space. Bring your hands together at heart center, and we'll begin with 3 rounds of Surya Namaskar, a sun salute. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, looking up as if you were saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor in front of you. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, and step back into a high plank or tabletop position. On your next exhale, hug your elbows in and lower down halfway. Imagine you're pulling yourself down to the floor. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do Cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight, shoulders down, and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog, and pedal out your legs, bend one knee, straighten the other, and then try to bring your hips to the ceiling, heels to the floor, drop your head, look for your thighs behind you. If down dog is not speaking to you, come down onto your knees, take a child's pose instead. Sink your hips down as you stretch your arms forward. On your next inhale, hands to the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen back into your halfway lift, spine straight. Exhale, bend your knees, fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, root your eyes, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands down at heart center. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop, and we'll hold the plank for a moment. If that lowering down motion doesn't work for you, skip it. Go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your child's pose or down dog. Otherwise, take a vinyasa, pull yourself down. And then inhale, come up into your back bend. If you're doing up dog, make sure thighs are off the floor. Exhale, lift your hips up for down dog or sink your hips down for child's pose. If you are doing down dog, externally rotate your shoulders, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles and the space between your index finger and thumb, so you're not putting all of your body weight on your wrists. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, biceps with ears, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Last one, inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, stomach in, fold. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into your high plank or tabletop. Keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, your up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. If you're doing down dog, for the last one, try to get your heels to the floor. If your heels are not touching the floor, try taking a wider stance. And if your hamstrings are a little tight, micro bend the knees so there's not too much pressure on your hamstrings here. Lift the hips up, press the heels down, push the floor away from you. Inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your eyes, lift up. Exhale, hands down. Wonderful, so that's our little warm up. We will now hop into 26 and 2 yoga. Come to the middle of your mat space, feet together, toes heels touching nicely. Pranayama, deep breathing. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. Reach your sound. Head back. Arms forward. Elbows touch. Good. Inhale. Elbows out and arms up. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep. Full lungs. Exhale. Head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward. Elbows touch. Pointing forward. Inhale, head down. Use your chin to push your knuckles down. Palms face the floor. Forearms frame the face. Exhale, head up. Use your knuckles to push your head back. Make a fist, squeeze your palms together, wrists together, forearms, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, breathe in through your nose, down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide like you're fogging up a mirror on the ceiling. H-A sound. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath in the first set. Make your spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs lock, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change. Arms down, you can roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together, interlock your 10 fingers, maybe switch the grip. All 10 fingers underneath your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathing in through the nose. Lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly push your head back, stretch your arms forward, elbows touch, pointing to the wall in front of you. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels. Glue your ankle bones together, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your butt. Exhale, head up, lock your legs. Weight stays in your heels, hips a little forward, hip muscles contracting, thigh muscles tight. Inhale, head down as you inhale, suck your stomach in, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, head up, even as you exhale, abdomen in, eyes open, shoulders down, elbows up, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time, let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Good, change. Arms down, roll out your shoulders and head. Ardha Chandrasana with Padastasana, half moon with hands to feet pose, feet together. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, nice tight grip, stretch up, and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, stretch up a little taller. You're just waking up your spine, your rib cage, your whole torso at the beginning of class. When you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels, push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your biceps to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight lines, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Keep the weight back in your heels, press your hips a little forward, lean your upper body back, push your left hip a little forward, keep your hip points facing the front of your mat, and then scoop your right shoulder forward, open your chest, like a flower petal blooming. Inhale, lengthen your arms. Exhale, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the left as you press your hips to the right. And you'll notice that even though the sequence of yoga and the postures are the same every time, your relationship to them might vary. So for example, a 12 p.m. class feels different for me than a 6 p.m. class, or a class in the dead of winter feels different than one in summertime. So just keep that in mind if these postures feel a little bit different than when you practiced last time. That's a good thing, right? It means you're paying attention, you're creating that mind-body connection, harnessing your breath. Inhale, lengthen your arms. Exhale, come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. Take a deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open, relax your head back as far as it goes. Maybe give your head a gentle shake. Squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and immediately bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending from coccyx to the neck, lower back, middle back, upper back. Bend your total spine backward bending. Keep the weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward, and bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Good, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, go down. Arms over your hands to floor, drop your head. Go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head. This is the U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padasana, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or your heels from underneath. Step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling on the back of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes with a smiling, happy face. It's kind of poetic. Pull, roll forward, hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come up, biceps with ears, squeeze hands together, knees can bend. Good, arms down, and you stand a little taller. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, switch the grip, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Hips forward, arms back. Imagine you're leaning against a wall behind you. Stretch up nice and tall and slowly drop to the right as you press your hips to the left. Try to keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. So notice if you're dropping your head way down or leaning it way back, keep your biceps with your ears, chin away from the chest, still breathing in and out through your nose. Bring your right shoulder a little forward, left hip a little forward. Make sure the weight is in your heels. Come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly drop to the left as you press your hips to the right. Really engage your lower abdominal wall. So stomach in so that you're not sticking your butt out right or back bending, especially my flexi folks. Hips forward, think about sliding your breastbone up, abdomen in, jaw relaxed the whole time. Push your right hip a little forward, two hips in line, left shoulder a little forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener, deep breath, full lungs, keep your eyes open. Relax your head back as far as it goes, never forcing your neck. Sometimes we just look up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your hands, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. Notice if your hands are coming apart, wrists and maybe even elbows are starting to bend. Squeeze your palms together, push your hands back as far as they can go. Active arms, active legs, push your hips forward and bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, biceps with ears, go down, hands to floor, drop your head, go for another walk, move your hips, shake your head. And second set, here we go, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your legs or your heels from underneath, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Notice if your weight is in your pinky toes, try to press your big toes down, spiral your inner thighs back, pull, stretch, lengthen. Pull on your heels, roll your weight forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lengthen your spine. Good, change, come up, squeeze hands together, try to come up with a flat back. Very nice, arms down, and you stand a little taller. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right, 6 inches. Hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel like 11s, arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only and start to lean back, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide. Now come up maximum on your tippy toes like a ballerina. Imagine somebody has you by the ponytail, stretching you up, bend your knees and sit down. So even as the knees are bending, the spine is really actively stretching up. Core engagement, heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up, last part, still breathing, squeeze your knees together, let your heels come a little bit off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time, listen to your body, stop whenever you want, or keep sitting down and stop when there's a half-inch gap between your hips and your heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, soften your shoulders, and change. Slowly come up, knees together, good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Second set, step your right foot to the right hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, abdomen in, bend your knees, sit back and down. You can stick your butt out and fold forward to get your thighs parallel to the floor. Shoulders down, triceps tight. Start to lift up, lift your chin up, chest up. Good, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward this time, like you want to tuck your tailbone under, and then lift your heels as high as they can go. Like stiletto heels rather than kitten heels. Lift your heels all the way up Stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. When I was bartending, this was my favorite part, just because when you like stand all day, stretching your toes like this feels so good. So lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, squeeze your knees together. This time, let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. Take your time. So every posture has like major areas of the body that it's working on, right? Like the quadriceps, the arms, the torso, but we also have little things that sometimes we take for granted, like the toes or the fingers or the ankles. Relax your shoulders, lift your chin, change, slowly come up. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down, eagle pose, Garasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swing right arm, under left arm, right under left. Palms together, thumbs towards the nose. You can also interlock fingers, grab a thumb or grab your shoulders and give yourself a big bear hug. Pull your elbows down. Bend your knees, sit back and down, hips into a chair, just like the first part of awkward. And bring your right leg over your left leg. Right over left, cross twist, and eventually wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left. Twist like ropes, sit down, and lean back. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, left side. Bring your left arm under your right arm, palms together, thumbs towards your nose, pinkies towards the wall in front of you. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit back and down. Try to keep your hips down low and bring your left leg over your right leg. Left over right, cross twist, eventually wrap your foot. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. On this side, bring your knees a little to the left and upper body to the right. You want wrists over elbows, elbows over knees, knees over ankles. Shift the weight back into your heel. Sit a little bit lower and lean your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Second set, bring your right arm under your left arm. One day fingertips in line and wrist straight. That's a lifetime of work. Pull your elbows down, sit back and down. Try to keep your hips low. And bring right leg over left leg, hamstring over quadriceps. So again, notice if your knees really twist to the left. Push your left hip a little forward, right shoulder a little forward, sit back and down. Make sure you're breathing, abdomen in, lean your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Last one, swing left arm, zoom under right arm. Try to get thumbs at the center line of your body, not to one side of your face. Pull elbows down, sit down low so you can stick your butt out and bring your left leg over your right leg, left over right, cross twist. Relax your jaw, engage your abdominal wall, breathe in and out through your nose. Try to bring right knee to right and left knee to left, right elbow to right and left elbow to left. Feel deep compression running down the center line of your body among all your major joints. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head, arms down. Party time, you can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, friends. Groovy. Okay, I'm working with a little bit of like a pinched nerve in my hip, so there's postures that I might sit out or like not do the whole thing of, so you are welcome to keep going, but if you hear me talking but not practicing, that is fine. Standing head to knee, Dandayamana, Janushirasana, shift your weight to your left leg, lift your left kneecap, lock your left leg, lift your right leg up and point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, round down and eventually pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked up to the webbing, webbing to webbing grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken, you have no knee. If you've got a grip on your foot and you know your standing leg is locked, inhale, breathing, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower, standing leg locked. Take a deep breath, kick your heel forward, flex your toes back towards your face from the ankle. You're training your Achilles and calf to stretch. If both legs lock from the side legs, make an L. Like Linda, puff up your chest and then start to bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day, elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change. Slowly reverse. Out. Shift your weight to your right leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot and lift your left leg up. And point your toes, flex your toes. Keep your toes flexed back. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, stomach in, round down, and eventually pick up your left foot. All 10 fingers interlocked, webbing to webbing grip. Contract your inner thigh as well as your outer thigh on your standing leg. And when you're ready, slowly lift your left leg up. Kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. If your standing leg is bending a lot, think about lifting your hips up. So your knee is over your ankle rather than your big toe. If both legs lock your arms, puff up your chest, and then start to bend your elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles, shoulders down. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change. Slowly reverse out. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend or knee bend. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg. Lock your left leg, lift your right leg up, flex your toes back, stomach in, core tight, round down and pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked like you're about to help your best friend over a fence. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun when you're ready. Inhale, slowly, gently lift your right leg up. Stretch your heel forward, flex your toes back, make sure you're breathing. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles and you can balance comfortably. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest and put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come up, head up, arms straight, nice dunya, bend the right leg, right foot down. Good stuff. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg, big toe points forward, inside of your foot parallel to your mat, lift your left leg up, flex your toes back, stomach in, round down, pick up your foot, webbing to webbing grip, lock your right leg, flex your toes back. When you're ready, inhale, lift your left leg up. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back. If both legs lock, puff up your chest and bend elbows down. Elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. And put your forehead on your knee. Hold wherever you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your time as you slowly reverse out. Good for you. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana, Dhanurasana. Feet together, bring your right hand up, out to the right. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Yes, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, thumb with your index finger, left arm up. See if you can swing your right hip forward so your hips are in line. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Take your time. At first, just find a place where you can back bend, balance, and breathe. The 3 B's, if you will. Back bend, balance, breathe. So lift your chin and chest, lift your left kneecap, breathe through your nose. When you're ready, come down. Bring the body down to parallel. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Body down more, leg up more. Kick, kick, kick. Good. Change slowly. Come up. Other side. Bring your left hand up, out to the left so your shoulders rotating out. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle bone. Thumb with your index finger. Bring your right arm up and back with your ear. Left hip forward, knees together. Lock your right leg. Point your left toes. Lift your chin. Take a breath. Stretch up. And slowly kick into your hand as you charge your body forward. Kicking and stretching should be equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever, so kick really hard. You're kicking in 2 directions. You're kicking back and you're kicking up. Notice if you're only kicking back or only kicking up, really point your toes. Use your left hamstring to kick. Slowly bring the body down. Keep the chin and chest lifted. Body down to parallel, big toe to the ceiling. Kick, kick, kick. Good. Change. Slowly kick yourself up. Feet together, arms down. So the more you come down with the torso, the more you really want to stretch the crown of your head up towards the ceiling so you don't lose the back bend. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot, left arm up. See if you can bring your arm back behind your ear, knees together. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. So again, the more you come down through the belly button, the more you want to lift up through the chest. Slowly body down, stretch the crown of your head up towards the ceiling, left shoulder forward, right shoulder back, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Whew. Slowly come up. Last one, bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle, right arm up, knees together. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. That's all you have to do. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. Come down, so 2 heels in line, stretch forward, 2 shoulders in line. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down, chest up, thigh up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. All right, all right, all right. Come to the back of your mat, Dandasana, balancing stick, feet together. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, lean back. Step your right foot forward, shift your weight to your right foot, stretch up, point your left toes, and tilt like a slow moving seesaw. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like Tom, but not a broken umbrella. Stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back, lean back, step your left foot forward, shift your weight to your left foot, stretch up, lengthen, and then tilt. This is a short posture, but you want to go into it slowly with control. So you're not like flinging yourself into it, right? Slowly body down to parallel. Get your thigh parallel to the floor, spine parallel to the floor, body down, leg up, stretch, change. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath. Second set, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers. Release index fingers, cross thumbs, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, lean back, step your right foot forward, stretch up, point your left toes, and tilt. Slowly come down. So sometimes even the setup of a posture is enough. This yoga is designed so that even going a millimeter into the posture with proper form has therapeutic benefits. Stretch, 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 change. Left foot down, right foot back. Last one, step your left foot forward, stretch up, point your toes, and tilt. So better to go an inch into the posture but keep your arms with your ears than to come all the way down but you're a broken umbrella. Right biceps with ears, right hip down, 2 hips in line, back flat, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Enough of that, come to the top of your mat. You can face the long side of your mat for the next 3 postures. I will continue to face you. Standing, separate leg stretching. Dandayamana, Dikaptapada, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step, 4 feet minimum, arms down parallel to the floor, toes in, heels out, chest up, swan dive forward. So in this posture and the next 2, don't be afraid to play around with taking a smaller or bigger step, right? Every body is different and every day is different. See if you can grab your heels. And if you can't grab your heels, see if you can grab the outsides of your feet or your pinky toes. If you have tight knees and hamstrings, maybe start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Everybody roll forward, find your edge, lift your hips up, push your knees back, and then lift your kneecaps up. Engage your quadricep muscles, lock your legs. When you engage the front of your legs, then the hamstrings can stretch. So hips up and forward, push your big toes down, pull, stretch, try to touch your head to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time. We're gonna float a triangle trikonasana. Turn your right foot out, left toes in. Most folks want to take a bigger step here. Inhale, breathing, bend your right leg, lunge. Sit as low as you can. One day your thigh will be parallel to the floor. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms at the same time. Now, if your thigh is parallel to the floor, then you would have the elbow in front of the knee. If the thigh is not yet parallel to the floor, maybe the wrist or forearm in front of the knee. You want a long diagonal line from your ankle to the crown of your head. So your spine isn't lifted all the way up, but you're also never collapsing all the way down. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, breathe through your nose. Drop your left thigh down, push your right knee back, turn, twist, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out, other side. Inhale, bend your left leg, lunge. You can take a bigger or smaller step if it helps you to sit down. Lean back and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee. Hover your fingertips between your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder. Push your right hip forward and down. Push your left knee back with the help of your elbow. Now turn, twist upper body back, like spine twisting posture at the end of class. Lock your right leg, keep your whole right foot, even your pinky toe, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs, pivot on your heels for standing, separate leg, head to knee, Pranayama, Bikram, Janu Shirasana. Turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and slowly go down. We want to go in and out of this posture slowly with control. Rounded spine postures can be a bit intense. So if you find that this posture does not feel good for your back, try flattening out the back a little bit. Eventually, you will touch your forehead and knee together. That's how much you're rounding your back. Now to bring your knee and head closer together, you can bend your front leg and take a bigger step, and you can really push the floor away from you. One day knee and head touch, but you're never forcing your body. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, go out of it as slowly as you went into it. Change your chest, head up last. Good, pivot on your heels, uncross your heels, make sure you still have 3 to 4 feet between your feet. Turn your back toes in, press your right hip forward, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Chin to chest. Keep your back leg locked the whole time, 2 heels on the floor. You can bend your front leg, you can take a bigger step, try and touch your knee and head together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Bring your weight into your front foot. Lift your left hip up a little bit, press your right hip forward, try to get your 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, lift your kneecaps, hands together first. Change, slowly uncurl, hands together, biceps with yours, head up, last. Good. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, float your arms down. Second set stretching. I'll show you from the side. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step. You can turn your toes in or keep your toes pointing forward. Lift your kneecaps, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Stick your butt up like it's Friday night, not Friday afternoon. Grab your heels from behind. Bend your elbows back, so elbows to caps. Lift your shoulders, shoulders to ceiling. Stomach in, belly button to spine. Everybody roll forward. Lift your hips up, keep pulling, keep stretching. Touch your head to the floor. If your forehead's not yet touching the floor, try playing around with your step or maybe turning your toes in a little bit more. Roll forward, hips up, pull, stretch, lengthen your spine. Good, change, slowly come up with a flat back. Reversing out, very nice. Second set triangle, turn your right foot out, left toes in. We're gonna make this a short set. Ready? Bend your right leg, sit down, lean back, move your arms, elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to the ceiling. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, push your left hip forward and down, push your right knee back with the help of your elbow. Sit down more, chest up more, turn, twist, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out. Bend your left leg, sit down, lean back, and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee, look up towards the ceiling, reach your arms apart, triceps tight. Right arm up, left arm down. Sit down more, chest up more, abdomen in, turn, twist, lift your right kneecap, keep your right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, pivot on your heels, slowing down. Turn your back toes in, push your left hip forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Yoga is a little bit like jazz. We play around with tempo, press your hips forward, chin to chest, abdomen in, touch your knee and head together. You can take a bigger step if you want. Touch forehead and knee together, lift your right hip up, press your left hip forward, get your 2 hips in line. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together, change. Imagine you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, arms with ears, head up last. Good, pivot on your heels, I'm gonna face you. Make sure your heels are in line but not crisscross. Turn your back toes in, press your right thigh forward, left rib cage back, stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your left foot all the way down. Keep the right heel on the floor, press the right knee back, lift the right kneecap up. You can bend your front left leg, touch knee and head together. If your hands are separated, start to walk them back together, maybe thumbs crossed, maybe palms together, not because you have to, but because you can. That's the spirit of this class. Push your forehead into your knee, block both legs, hands together, and change. Imagine your arms are the extension of your spine as you slowly uncurl, head up, last. Good. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat for tree pose and then toe stand. This is the hip opening series. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. Now maybe at first your foot is on top of your shin, your knee, your thigh, eventually heel to class two. Slowly let your right knee drop down and back, never force your body. Right hand up to the center of your chest, and if you can balance left hand. Option to stay here or float a toe stand. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you, don't move your eyes. Of course, if you're new, you can watch, otherwise you're gonna pick a spot on the floor, then fold forward. So looking to one spot on the floor helps with concentration, meditation. Lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knees, sit down. Lock your hands back to either sides of your hips, so from the side, spine is straight. Left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up, straighten your standing leg, and then press your hips forward to reverse out. Very nice change. Right leg down, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, and lift your left leg up. And this side might feel a little or a lot different, and that's okay, it does for me. Slowly let your left knee drop into a half floated shape. Bring your left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand. Option to stay here or floated toe stand, fold forward. Hands to floor first, lean forward. You want to put your weight in your arms and then bend your knees, sit down. So as you're sitting, the weight is in your arms, not your knee. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Left hand up to the center of your chest. Right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, come a half inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then push your hips forward to reverse out. Very nice change. Left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. We are on the floor for the rest of class. I'm gonna adjust this angle just a bit. Okay, groovy. Okay, head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Bring your heels together, let your toes fall open, arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. So if you practice yoga with me for long enough, at some point you've heard me give a speech on why baseball is the most yogic sport. I will spare you all the full details of that. But basically in yoga and in baseball, you have to pay attention, right? Because if you get up to go to the bathroom at the wrong time, you miss the grand slam. And last night, my favorite team, the Seattle Mariners, had a very interesting way of winning their game, which is that they came back from way behind, and they went into extra innings, and then they won through a walk. So rather than winning because somebody hit a ball, they won because the pitcher on the opposing team kept messing up, and finally a walk got run into score a point, which is pretty kind of an embarrassing way to win a game, frankly. But it also reminded me of yoga. Oftentimes we get what we ask for, just not quite in the package that we thought it would come in, which has also been true of my life in general, right? So, and yoga's helped me kind of appreciate that. So, yesterday I was oh, I really want the Mariners to win. They're historically not that great of a team. It probably won't happen. And sure enough, they did win, but it was, not how I had envisioned it happening. And that's been true in my yoga practice and outside of yoga as well. So it's a nice reminder, with baseball, that sometimes we get what we ask for or what we want just in a slightly different package than we thought. So keep that in mind as you're practicing. If you have a goal in mind with a posture or with something you're working on, like patience or determination or balance or whatever it is, right? It'll get there eventually. You just have to be open to it might not come exactly how I thought it would. Pavana Muktasana, when you're moving pose, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight white knuckle grip, pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body, pull down, maximum pressure in your lower right abdomen. Change, right leg down, bend your left leg up, pull your knee out and down, push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands, roll a little to the right, so right shoulder, right sit bone, right leg on the floor. Change, left leg down, both legs, lift up, grab your elbows, each other, give yourself a big hug for coming to class today, good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down, keep your head on the floor, look down the center line of your body and hold still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top. Pull your knee out and down and hold. If your left leg does not naturally touch the floor, try flexing your left toes back towards your face. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down. And this is actually a test for an anteriorly rotated pelvis. So if your calf doesn't touch the floor, you might think about going to a physical therapist as far as like how your pelvis is rotated right now. Change, left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself another big hug for coming to class. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor. Look down the center line of your body. Breathe in and out through your nose. Good. Change, arms down and eyes open. So we often have like a posteriorly rotated pelvis where we stick our butt out a lot, or an anteriorly rotated pelvis where like our hips are tucked forward a lot so the leg comes off the floor, right? And hopefully with yoga, and also if you need it, physical therapy and other stuff, we can get the pelvis and the hips into a more neutral position. A lot of the postures in this yoga work on strengthening the muscles around the pelvis and the hips so that it's neutral. Next we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, you can roll off to the side and meet us on your stomach. I do it all the time. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Turn. Lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra, Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor, just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Zip up your legs like a cobra's tail. Lock your legs, look up, and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Use 100% back strength. Come up halfway only, just your chest off the floor. Elbows stay bent. Hug your arms in. Roll your shoulders back and down. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Lock your legs, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good. Change. Slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, toes together, heels fall open. And we can talk a lot about, pelvic rotation and hip rotation, but also something to keep in mind is that everybody's bones are a little bit different, right? Like my pelvis probably looks different from your pelvis, and your pelvis probably looks different from somebody else's. So yes, we can have like an overly rotated pelvis or hips, but also there will always be variation. So if something I'm describing in this class does not make sense for your body, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's anything wrong with your body. It just means that we're built a little bit different, right? Second set, bring your chin forward, place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders, feet together, toes, heels touch, lock your legs, look up, and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. Hug your arms in, stretch your elbows down. Try to keep your knees and feet together, soles of the feet flat to the ceiling. Press your hips down, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your glutes, push your hips down, press your hands down, lift your chest up. Good. Change. Slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, eyes open. Locust, Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Option to keep your arms out to the side, or eventually bring your arms underneath you, creating a little bit of a tourniquet effect on your arms, stretching out the tendons and ligaments. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle. See the foot coming directly over the top of your head. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Spread your fingers wide. One day pinky fingers touch underneath you. If your thumbs are touching, rotate your arms the other way. It is safer for your shoulders. Change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you. Lock your legs, triceps tight, squeeze your butt, point your toes, and lift both legs up. Come up, everybody, come up. You can do it. Start a little harder. Don't give up. Mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your thighs up. Good, change, lower down. Bring your arms out, releasing the tourniquet effect. Look to the right and take a breath. Fresh blood rushes through the shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingertips. Second set, chin forward, arms straight position. Rotate your arms, palms face the floor. Eventually bring your arms underneath you. One day pinky fingers touch. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. If bringing your arms underneath you is a little uncomfortable, I'm right there with you. But if it is hurting your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders, remember that you can bring your arms out to the side. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. Right, press the shoulders down, triceps tight. This posture is great for strengthening your back, your arms, your hamstring, your glute, lift your thigh, change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer, micro bend your elbows, press your shoulders down rather than your chest. Knees, feet together, lock your legs, point your toes and lift both legs up. Come up, you can do it. Mouth down, shoulders down. Use your hips and forearms for leverage. So push hips into forearms, roll forward, lift your thighs up, change, lower down, arms out. Look to the left, everything you own in a box to the left. Good. Full locust, Pranayama, chin forward, arms out to the side like airplane wings, feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor. So good, like a 747 taking off. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up towards the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. This posture is so good for strengthening your back. You are lifting your body against gravity, strengthening all of the muscles that surround your spine. It's also a really nice shoulder and chest opener. Lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right, and take another breath. Second set, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, look up, and lift. Everything lifts off the floor. Keep all 5 fingers together, stretch your arms apart like you're trying to touch either side of the room with your hands, and then stretch your big toes back like you're trying to touch the back wall with your toes. Lift your chest off the floor, keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine, one long arc from the side, thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left, and let that one go. Good, bring your chin forward, Dhanurasana, floor bow. Bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes, thumbs with your index fingers. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward, freeze between your ribs and your hips. Posture is good for digestion. It's a great shoulder chest opener. It's a really good way to strengthen your glutes, your hamstrings, and your whole spine. Keep your neck in line with the rest of your spine. Look up towards the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down. Look to the right, take another deep breath. You want to get a good breath between every set of every posture. Last one on the stomach, here we go. Chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet, point your toes, squeeze your tush, look up, and kick into your hands. Notice if your wrists are bending a lot, try to bring the insides of your wrists closer together, wrists straight. For those of us with small hands, I know that that's hard. You're working on upper fingertip strength. So wrists straight, knees in, eyes up to the ceiling, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down, look to the left, and let that one go. Good. Bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat for fixed firm Supta Vajrasana. I'll show you from the side, start in tabletop. Open your knees, open your feet, point your toes to the back of your mat. As you're ready, walk your hands back. You can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time. One day hips sit between the heels. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. If you can sit between your heels, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, Drop your head back, head to the floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. I said this yesterday, but I'll say it again today. Sometimes the folks who go like a millimeter into this posture are receiving way more of a stretch than those of us who can go all the way into it. The depth of a posture is like not associated with the benefits of it, right? It's really about your body feeling the stretch. It really doesn't matter how deep into a posture you go. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. So sometimes, postures like this one, when we have decently mobile like knees and toes, it's just sort of a maintenance posture, right? You maintain the posture versus folks with like tight toes, ankles or knees or hips. That posture can be a real doozy, right? So keep that in mind if you're seeing other people go all the way into it, like it's no big deal. You're probably getting more of a stretch than they are. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the top of your mat. Second set, if first set was rough, try opening your knees wider. If first set was a walk in the park, knees together. Slowly over time, walk your hands back, sink your hips down. For folks with big calf muscles, you can put your hands on your calves and try flipping the calves out. That might help you sit down more. Put your palms on your soles. Right elbow, left elbow, head back, head to floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor. Arms over your head. Grab your elbows, each other, and breathe. Good, change. Place your hands on your feet, press yourself up. Head up last, very nice. Turn around, Savasana. As you release out of the posture, you release the tourniquet effect. Fresh blood flows through the toes, ankles, knees, and hips. Sometimes the release from a posture is as therapeutic as the posture itself. Legs together, arms over your head. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come to the back of your mat. I'm going to show you from the side, half tortoise. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Now we're really stretching through the toes, ankles, knees, arms overhead, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up and go down. You are always welcome to put one or both hands on the floor to help yourself in. One day, forehead to floor first, then little fingers to floor. And if you have sensitive toes or ankles, right, or knees, you can always roll up your mat a little bit so there's extra padding under the lower body joints. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, come on up. You can put your hands on the floor and push yourself up or hoist yourself up. Good, arms down, turn around, Savasana. If the sit-ups ever bother your back, you are welcome to skip them by rolling off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful, come to the back of your mat. Second set, half tortoise, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms overhead, palms together, stretch up, and slowly with control go down, just like balancing stick, right? It's a short posture, but you still want to go down slowly with control. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Good, change, come on up, arms over ears, very nice, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Take a breath. Okay, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful, come to the top of your mat, Camel Ustrasana, our deepest back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Put your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Press your hips forward, keep your eyes open, look up. Lift your nose, lift your chin. One day head drops back. Option to stay here or keep your hands on your back and go back halfway. Option to stay here, or when you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. This is a back bend. It can be stimulating. So if you feel your nervous system turn on a little bit, that's normal. As we open the front of the body where the organs and glands lie, the central nervous system can get a little, well, nervous. But as a reminder, you are in yoga. You are safe to bend here, right? Open your chest, look back, change, put your hands on your back, press yourself up, head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. So throughout our day, we have involuntary nervous system responses, and these are called feelings or emotions, right? Like even if you don't want to feel something, it's involuntary, right? You're feeling it. They're all central nervous system responses. In yoga, we can find a way where we accept what's going on. Like my heart rate just spiked there and I feel a little bit like nauseous, lightheaded, a little bit weepy. I can accept that that's happening without attaching to it. So rather than saying like, I am sad, I'm going to say, I feel sad, right? Rather than saying like, I am sick, I'm going to say, I feel sick. And then we just let those things pass through us rather than attaching or identifying to them. And this is really useful outside of yoga as well. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Similarly, right, if you have eyelashes, you say, I have eyelashes, not I am eyelashes. The same way that if you have fat on your body, you should say, I have fat rather than I am fat, right? These attaching versus just noticing goes like all over the yoga kingdom. You can open your knees a little wider, put your hands on your back, and this is a really like wonderful way to practice that non-attachment. Push your hips forward, look up, lift your nose, lift your chin. One day head goes back, one day go back halfway, one day grab your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, drop your head back, let yourself feel whatever you feel, right? You know you're safe, you're not going to take it personally. Any involuntary responses that your body is having, you're just going to accept them, breathe through them, and change. Put your hands on your back, press yourself up, head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana. So we're just practicing allowing ourselves to feel whatever we feel in the physical body and maybe even beyond the physical realm without judgment, without attachment, just breathing. After that stimulating back bend, we do a soothing, calming, cooling forward fold. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. So very much on purpose, after a posture that stimulates the nervous system, we calm down the nervous system. Rabbit, Sasangasana, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands like little bunny ears. Grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down, chin to chest, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip. Lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Hips forward, shoulders up, abdomen in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl, head up last, turn around, Savasana. There's this cool article in Smithsonian Magazine about these French rabbits with a genetic mutation where they do handstands. It's really cool. Look up like rabbit handstands or like French rabbit handstands. And it just made me think, you know, those bunnies might feel a little self-conscious when they're around other rabbits, but a lot of us are like, how cool is that? So sometimes the things that you think might, like you're a little self-conscious of, are actually things that make you really cool and really special and unique, and we need that in the world. Handstand bunnies, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Second set, rabbit pose. Let's hop to it. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Grab your heels from the outside, stretch up tall, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Try to feel each part of your back moving. Take your time, forehead to knees, top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip. Lift your hips up, press your hips forward, lift your shoulders up, squeeze your heels together, suck your stomach in, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl. Head up last, very nice, turn around, Savasana, almost to the end, everybody's doing great. We're gonna do one set of head to knee, one set of stretching, and flow that straight into spine twist. Fun, here we go, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Wonderful, come to the middle of your mat and towel, Janu Shavasana, one set, right leg out, left leg in, inhale, arms overhead, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your foot. This is great practice for standing head to knee. Flex your toes back, bend your elbows down, suck your stomach in, left hip down, left shoulder down, roll into the left. Good, change, arms up, left leg out, right leg in, two legs make an L, a 90-degree angle, no wider. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Slowly over time, you're gonna kick your heel forward. If your leg is straight, lock your leg, bend elbows down, right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. If you're skipping, sit up, stay here. Otherwise, lay down and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching. I'm going to show you from the side. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your peace sign fingers, thumbs on top, scoot your butt back, right, left, like a penguin waddling. Knees can stay bent if it helps you keep a flat back. Eventually, legs are straight. If legs are straight, lock your legs. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold. Try to keep a flat back. So notice if the spine is rounding a lot. Roll the shoulders back and down. Spiral inner thighs down. Flex pinky toes back. Pull, stretch, lengthen. Change, stay seated, spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to left knee. You can also have your left leg straight out in front of you. Right arm close behind you like a second spine, left arm up, bend over, grab left knee with left hand, heel and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist. You can keep your right hand behind you. If you don't need it for balance, reach behind you, try to catch left thigh with right hand. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over, right shoulder twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on floor, touch left heel to right knee, left arm behind you, right arm up and over, grab right knee with right hand, heel and knee touch, inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over left shoulder. Again, you can keep your hand behind you or reach behind you. Try to evenly distribute your body weight on both sit bones, keep your left foot on the floor. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, look back, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. We begin this sequence with a breathing exercise and we end full circle with another breathing exercise. So we always start and finish on one of the 8 limbs of yoga, that is pranayama, breath exercises. Bikram Iyengar says maybe they're more than exercises, maybe they're prayers. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, so in all the ancient languages, Sanskrit, Greek, Hebrew, whether it's prana, ruach, or pneuma, breath also means like spirit or life force. So we have this whole limb of yoga that's all about your spirit, your life force breathing. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, concentrate, meditate. All you have to do is exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. So you exhale through your mouth as you pull your abdomen in. When the stomach relaxes, the lungs automatically take in air. The exhale is subtle. The exhale is audible. The inhale is really subtle. You barely notice what's happening. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. And don't forget to have fun. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug. High five. Pat on the back. Turn around. Final Savasana. Close your eyes. Open your arms and legs. If you need to leave, I totally understand. If you have time, make time for like 3 breaths. Okay. Roll yourself out. Locate your hands. Let your hands be heavy. Locate your feet. Let your feet be heavy. Locate your brow. Let your brow relax. Take a slow inhale through your nose. And a slow exhale through your nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, inhale. Exhale. You are so very alive.